Hello everybody, this is Teddy Mineway, and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We are playing the Binding of Isaac Repentance Plus. As you can see, I have a good amount of time in this game, have unlocked all the characters, but today we are going to play on a brand new file so I can teach y'all about this game that I love. So we will start out by doing a run with Isaac. We will input no seed. You can see I have mods here on the side. I'm going to have none of them on because you can't get unlocks if you have mods on for the first few runs of the game, essentially. And yeah, we're just gonna hop into a new run. This is part of one of my favorite genres, which is roguelikes. We are gonna hop into a hard mode. And so as you can see here, they kind of instruct you through it. W, A, S, and D are move. Arrow keys are attack. I can press E for a bomb, which you can see on the left-hand side of the screen is shows how many coins I have, how many bombs I have, how many keys I have. I'm unsure on what that red symbol means. Oh, that red symbol's for I'm on hard mode. And then we have speed, shot speed, speed, fire rate, damage, range, shot speed, luck, devil percent chance, angel percent chance. And these will go up and down throughout the game. Isaac starts out at a very average speed of 1. Speed can go up to a maximum of 2. Isaac's kind of represented as the average, has average stats. Other characters will have below average stats but a better items and abilities. Other characters will higher stats but possibly maybe higher damage but less health or less fire rate. You can also see here, I can press space for an item. That will normally go up in the upper left-hand corner, up above the coins and to the left of the hearts there. Isaac, we will unlock for Isaac an item called the D6, but we do not have that yet. And so, gameplay loop is we go through rooms and kill these enemies. As you can see there, taking damage takes half a heart instead of a full heart. This changes on lower floors, but that is a problem for another time. Now you can see here, by breaking these little coops, I get HP. And here is a Rotten Tomato. Now, the game doesn't tell you what items do, you kind of have to figure them out. That's one of the mods I like to use, when I'm able to use them, is it tells me what items specifically do, what stats are up, and what rank the items are. Ranks range from tier 0 to tier 4, with tier 0 being really, really bad items that 99% of the time have are minimal effect to negative effects. For example, one of the items, I believe this one's one of them, this is Battery Pack. It charges your active item and drops 2 batteries on the ground. So it's really, really bad, especially for it being 15 cents here in the shop. So, as I just said, this is the shop. In here, there's almost always a donation machine and things on sale. as I put money into the donation machine, I will unlock more stuff to be on sale and other perks, such as more different items that can be in here and whatnot. Now, we have been to our treasure room, our shop room. The skull on the map there in the upper right is the boss room. Through this is a cursed room. It can have, there's a few different room layouts. This is one of them where it has 4 fires, and some enemies. As you can see there, I hit the button and it dropped an item. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes the buttons spawn enemies. Sometimes the buttons spawn troll bombs, which are something we will see later. And so, yeah, having a large range of items is really good. As you can see there, I got 4 cents from blowing up that, and that allows me to buy a heart here. And I'll put the last cents in the donation machine. Why not? Sometimes blowing up the dolls here, I forget the official terminology for them, will provide you a sense. I usually only risk it when they have dimes in their eyes. There are 3 different kinds of coins, being cents, which we saw before, and they give 1. Nickels, which are like silver, like a dull silver, and those are worth 5 cents. And then there's dimes, which are worth 10 cents, and they're like a bright silver. Well, now we'll be jumping into the boss, being Dingle here. Dingle spawns these little small poops and spits at you, and also charges at you, as you have just seen. Not a hard boss, but it is floor 1. I also have a mod I usually throw on, which shows health. Makes the fight a little bit more knowable. But I am so weak at the moment. But down he goes. As you can see, I mentioned not knowing exactly what this item does, but as you can see, I have red tears that come out occasionally. I believe those do damage over time to enemies. And now this is, I believe, lunch. Oh no, midnight snack, which is just a health up, and as you can see in the upper left, my health went up. Now that I'm done this floor, cleared everything out, you don't have to full clear floors. Usually I like just to find the item rooms, the shop room, and then the boss room. But once you beat the boss, you can go down a floor, no matter how much you find of the floor. This becomes pertinent in later challenges. So now that we're on the next floor, we can immediately see here another new room. This is a challenge room. This one specifically is a boss challenge room. Boss challenge rooms, you can only go in if you have equivalent of 1 heart, and it will have an item in there. If you pick up the item, you have to fight 2 bosses back to back. It is a tough challenge, but usually for a very good reward. As you can see here, this is a red fire. Red fires will shoot tears at you, and so it's quite dangerous if you're not paying attention. Now, we found our item, our treasure room. As you can see, there's a lock on the door, and that is what keys are used for. Keys are used for opening locked doors such as this, and chests, golden chests, which we hopefully will see later. This is Parasoid. I know this is a tier 3 item, very good item. I will occasionally, as I believe as I kill enemies, they will die into spiders or flies. Yeah, spiders. So they occasionally turn into spiders. As you can see in the bottom left, which for the next episode I will change the position of my little avatar here. But you can see all the stats now. You can see the Devil Deal chance is at 36%. It was at 100 when we dropped into the floor, and it dropped down to 36% because I got hit. And that's how both Devil and Angel Deals work. You only get Angel Deals after you have gotten a Devil Deal and either not gone into the room, which then you have a 100% chance. Then have a not 100% chance, and a chance to get Angel Deals. Or if you go into the Devil Room but not pick up a Devil Deal, then you have the chance to get an Angel or Devil Room. It takes the percentage for the floor, takes it in half, and that's your chance. We just picked up a item here. Let me drop it down, and this is Pulse Worm. This is a trinket, as you can see in the bottom left, just below my feet there. This one makes, I believe, increases my shot speed, and as you can see, the tiers are kind of look like they're waving, sort of. Not a great trinket, but it is something. And here we have Gemini, another easy boss. The interesting thing about this one is if I were to have... Oh, and we unlocked Monstro's Tooth. I believe that's from clearing Basement 2. This is Matchbook Evil Up, which gives us a black heart, if you see in the upper left, some bombs, and a matchstick, which increases our chance to get bombs. It also can remove a trinket called Tick, if we find that. But just to show you, this is a Devil Deal. They have changed Devil Deals a little bit from regular Repentance. So I a lot of the early game I did on normal Repentance, and then stuff just carried over Repentance Plus. But these are different items. This is Black Powder. Black Powder, if you take it and you go in a circle, it creates a pentagram on the floor that damages enemies. This is False PhD, which all the pills you find are bad, but every time you use a pill, it gives you a bonus, usually a stat up. I forget the name of this one, but it is it causes fear, so enemies will run away from you. And I believe this is called Blood Pact. Every time you enter a new floor, you go down to half a red heart, and you go down to half a red heart, but it boosts your damage based on how many red hearts you take. Just for the sake of showing you this stuff, I'm going to take all of it, so you can see the black powder on the ground, and it creates the pentagram. If I step on this, I take a number of damage equal until it gives it to me. Let's see. My stuff. Okay, cool. So this is actually new and relatively. So Rotten Tomato. Chance to fire special tiers that apply a bait effect to enemies. Bait effect slows and draws other enemies to attack them instead of Isaac. That's why it works so well on Gemini, because it's two entities. Also, it increases the chance to shoot her for your luck stat. We've got Midnight Snack, which is +1 health and heals a red heart. It also shows here what rooms they can be found in. So Rotten Tomato can be found in a treasure room or super or ultra secret room. Secret rooms I will get to. I'll see if I can try and find them on this floor. Midnight Snack is a boss or treasure or golden chest reward, or a reward from a beggar, which hopefully we'll find. Looks like this is a reward from maybe a rotten beggar, which I do not know much about. Parasitoid gives 1 level into Beelzebub, 1 level into Spider Baby, which are both transformations. Transformations give you power-ups if you can get that many items. So Beelzebub is all fly-related items. Spider Baby's all spider-related items. And this has a chance to fire an egg sac tier that spawns 1 blue spider or fly upon striking an enemy. Egg sac tiers also slow enemies struck and spawn a small pool of slowing creep on impact. Chance increases with luck. Matchbook, +1 black heart, spawns 3 bombs, spawns matchstick trinket, and is a boss reward or a golden chest reward. Black powder, leave behind a powder trail that spawns damaging pentagrams when circles are drawn. Bombs have increased damage and size, and shooting out fires will cause them to explode. And this can be gotten from Devil Deals or Demon Beggars. And Blood Oath. Stabs Isaac at the start of each floor, depleting as many red hearts as it can without killing him. The stab grants bonus damage and speed for the rest of the floor. The more health sacrifices affect, the more status it will provide. And this can be gotten in the Devil Deal or the sacrifice rooms. So yeah, I will pick up False PhD here, and we unlock Azazel. Azazel is unlocked from buying three Devil Deals in the same run. This episode, I think I'm going to stick just with Isaac. Next episode, we will do some Azazel run. But as you can see, if I hit Tears Down, my tears go down, but my damage went up. Now, Tears Down is very bad. And then we've got Too Spooky for Me. Which, if I go to my stuff, we can see False PhD gives a black heart, converts most good pills into bad pill effects, identifies pills before using them, consuming any status down pills will also grant permanent damage ups. Oh, they changed this. It used to be random stat up when you took a stat down pill, but this one is now only damage ups whenever you take a stat down pill, and other pills will spawn black hearts. So that's really cool. I did not know they changed that. But if we come out here, I can kind of talk you through how to find a secret rooms. So secret rooms can have a few different spawning requirements. There are 3 different kinds of secret rooms. There are normal secret rooms, super secret rooms, and ultra secret rooms. Ultra secret rooms we cannot find. You have to find them with a specific item, or called a red key. But that's way later. Right now we can find secret rooms and super secret rooms. Super secret rooms are only connected to the map here by 1 room. So I believe it's right here. I don't know for certain, but I believe so. It is not. But this is a place it could be because it's not connected to any other rooms. It couldn't be here because it would be connected to the sacrifice room there. Could not be here because other rooms and whatnot. So yeah, super secret rooms I have a little bit usually have better stuff. But a secret room's a little bit easier to find. Secret room can only be found in rooms that are connected by multiple rooms and do not have stuff blocking the way. So let me see if we have a room that has a good example. Say if there were rocks right here, it could not be this room below us because there's rock blocking this. I do think it's here. It is. And so this is super secret. This is a normal secret room. Gave us 3 bombs, and that's it. They can run from having nothing to having multiple items. And the reason I knew this was here and not, say, up here is because it's right. This would be right next to a boss room, and boss rooms can't have any secret rooms connected to them. So that's a way to figure out. Now, super secret room could be here, which it is. And this is an eternal heart. Eternal hearts, if you collect 2 of them, they give you a full heart. Or if you have one and then you drop down to the next floor, you get an extra heart. So it's a very good item. And because I got that, I will not be doing anything else on this floor. I'll donate a little bit and then go down to the next floor. Yeah. So now we are on to the next floor. We are out of the basement. Each floor has 2 levels to it. This is Caves 1. And as you can see, I gained the extra hearts, and then Blood Oath stabbed me down to something that wasn't lethal in terms of red hearts. It will only take red hearts. But because I had a black heart, which is an equivalent of a soul heart, but if you lose it, you do damage to the full room. And so now I'm in a very vulnerable state. Nice thing about black hearts and soul hearts is when you get hit, they do not cause your devil deal chance to go down. But as you can see, my damage went up. That's really bad. My damage went up from Blood Oath. These are a Dingle variant in here, which they are a little bit more erratic, a little faster, and are overall scarier. But they are still not a very big threat. What we just saw there was a champion. Champions are extremely scary. They always have more health, and they have some sort of extra effect. So that one exploded upon death. So if we were standing right next to it, we would have died. Other ones that will leave a damaging creep behind, or some other effect. Okay, well, as you can see here, we just got this is a trapdoor down to the next floor, which is useful if I didn't want to fight the boss, which I might not want to. For the sake of showing y'all the game, I will fight the boss. But if I was going for a deeper run and was scared to fight the boss, I could jump down here. There are other trapdoors you can find through other methods that have a ladder on it. That means you can basically go back up them, and it means it's a not a secret passageway, a crawlway. Crawlways usually have items, rarely have just like coins or something like that. But as you can see, next item we got here is Tiny Planet. Has a range increase of 6.5. Gives you spectral tears, which as you can see in this room, they go over top of obstacles. And they fire tears around me, so I have kind of less control over what they're doing. As you can see, this is a beggar. Let me see if I can do it without. Yes. And I got a room here, which gave me some keys. Very nice. Regular beggars will take coins for rewards. And this guy's just being a little mean. The big reward from beggars of all kinds are items. From these ones, I believe, is always a health upgrade. What is this? Lost Cork. Lost Cork has the effect, increase the size of Isaac's creep puddles. We don't have any creep puddles, but it's good to know about. Now, I will blow this guy up, and you can see, you can't see it because it's being covered, but I got an increase to my Devil Deal chance there. So really, really good for me to try and get that. Now, as you can see here, I mentioned previously golden chests. Here is a golden chest. Of course, we can't get to it, but it takes a key to get to unlock, and usually it has better rewards than the brown chest we've seen before. This is a trap chest. Normally they won't show that they're trap chests until you get close to them, except for that little bloody part on the bottom right hand corner. So you have to kind of be vigilant and keep your eyes out for it. It will open and gives the loot of the normal brown chests, but it will damage you half a heart to open it. So in here, I'm gonna drop a bomb here, see if maybe super secret room is here. It is. Super nice. Okay, so this is a blood donation machine. You can give health to get money. Because I have another beggar, I'm going to blow up both of these. Gave me Gigantobean. The size of Isaac's farts is increased. Also not useful for us. There's a subset of items that are all bean related that make you fart. and that just increases the size of them. Not good for our build right now. As you can see, we got an item. This is our first card. Cards each have different effects, and they are based on tarot cards. This one is the Magician, which is for the current room, you get +3 range. And, I believe, let me drop it down. I believe it also gives, homing to your shots, which is very useful. And now I have to be very careful. These ones are variants of what some of the red guys we've seen in previous rooms, but they are faster. And as you can see there, I got a dime. Not a dime, a nickel. So I have a little bit more money. I really want the health up from this guy. Yes, and I get supper. HP up and a health up. So I got a heart for the gaining a new heart. Just gave me the heart for it. The what's it called? Shit. Gave me an extra heart. As you could see there, that was a new boss. I believe it was the Fallen. I forget already what the name of it was. But basically, you fight it once, it splits into two, and then you fight it again. And as you can see there, it has an attack where it follows you and shoots brimstone beams in all directions. Brimstone beams is a reference to another item, which we will hopefully see. It is a very good item. But if you saw what I just picked up there, I should have left it on the ground before and explained it first. But it basically half of it looks like a soul heart, the other half's a red heart. It counts as a full for either. So if you have empty red hearts, it gives you a red heart. If you have full red hearts, if you have no room to fill red hearts, it gives you a soul heart. Very cool. This is Spirit of the Night. Very good item. That I do not know why I'm able to get it here. Maybe it's because of something I took that allowed me to find it here. But it gives 1 towards Leviathan, which is on a bunch of Devil Deal items. Grants Flight and Spectral Tears. For us, only really benefiting with the Flight. I can look in here. If you hear that cackling, that is our mom. I haven't really explained this game at all. Like, in terms of what is happening. But basically, the lore of this game is we're playing as Isaac. Isaac is having a very troubled home life. In that, he jumped down into the basement of his house to get away from his mother, which will be revealed in due time. There are some animatics that play after you complete beat runs, after you beat certain bosses and it completes the run. They show different stuff, which we'll be watching all the way through, at least the first time. But here we have a choice between Ouija board, which gives Spectral Tears, Ghost Baby, which is a baby that shoots off to the side of you and basically fires along with you. I believe its special thing is it has Spectral Tears. And then we have Interdimensional Baby. Interdimensional Baby is any bullets that go through Interdimensional Baby get doubled. But that's kind of hard. We already have Spectral Tears from several of our items. This baby is fine. I don't want to lose the red hearts and the health. Interdimensional Baby, it's hard for us to get our bullets through with the way our shots work. So we're just going to walk out. As you can see, it closed up. But since we have Flight from Call of the Night, we can go and pick up all this stuff. And here we go. We got Torn Photo. Torn Photo increases our tears and our shot speed. So now we fire more quickly and the shots move faster. Very, very nice. It also means it also has a little bit of lore implications. Looking into the photo, you can see our mother and then half of ourselves. And what's on the other side, I will leave a mystery until we discover it through the game. Now here, I'm gonna shove some more sense into here. Now we get to see, as I drop down this next floor, it will reset Blood Oath, and then I will take Blood Oath damage again. And it will go down to half a heart because I do not have a red heart to cover. And as you can see, it looks a little bit different because I took less damage. So I'm doing a little bit less damage. I think I have a little bit less speed. And I died. And here we are, the death screen. Death screen, it shows you what killed you, what your items are, a little note from Isaac, and the left there is the seed. So if you ever want to play this game and want to see if you can try and get farther than I did, you can try that seed there. Here we will exit out so we can go to the main screen and check out what has changed. Or you can quick restart using the same character. But here, as you can see, there's quite a few characters and they show what you need to unlock them. We unlocked Azazel, which we won't play today, but very good character. Probably the best character starting out, in terms of, like, at the beginning of your run you have, as you can see, has amazing damage. -1 health is, he starts with 3 black hearts. So he starts with no red hearts, which, ironically makes Devil Deals hard for him. But he has 1 more speed than Isaac does, and 2 more attack ticks. So he has a lot more damage, is faster, and he has some other things going for him. The other characters here are Magdalene, unlocked by having 7+ heart containers. Cain, unlocked by holding 55+ pennies. Judas, just locked. We'll have to discover how to unlock that later. Eve, unlocked by not picking up hearts for 2 levels. Samson, unlocked by beating 2 levels without taking damage. Lazarus, unlocked by having 4+ soul hearts. Eden, which is locked. And you can see there Eden tokens. Eden is very special, into where every time you win a run, you get an Eden token. You spend an Eden token every time you start an Eden run. And that ties into kind of what Eden is as a character. Lilith, unlocked by beating Greed mode with Azazel. Apollyon, unlocked by beating question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. A bunch of question marks. So, it is by beating some sort of boss, probably with some character. or just beating a boss. Bethany, unlocked by beating hard mode with Lazarus without losing a life. Lazarus gets an extra life when he, as one of his starting bonuses. And then we have Jacob, unlocked by beating something. So these are the characters. There are a few more characters that don't show up here, that are kind of hidden characters, and we will be going down the path to figure out those. I am going to shift this over to here and see if that's a little bit better. So we're gonna drop into another hard mode run with Isaac. If you have any recommendations on where the best place to put my character, maybe I need to shrink him a little bit, let me know in the comments. So this is another new item. This is Deadeye. Grants a stacking damage bonus for each successive shot that hits an enemy, up to 2 times damage. Each missed shot has a chance to reset the bonus. So we will see in one of these next rooms. This is a... oh, I'm sorry. This is a sacrifice room. The other rooms with the spikes on the doors are cursed rooms. Sacrifice rooms, you damage yourself on here. It takes a full heart each time, and it gives you rewards for doing so. As you can see here, are it was my tears were starting to glow, and that is a sign that my shots are getting bonused. As you can see here, there's a little off coloration on this rock right below me, and a little X here. This is called a tinted rock. Tinted rocks always have a reward. Usually, it's soul hearts, as you can see here. As you can see in this room, I'd need to use 2 bombs to get these, so I can't really get it. But I've got a key here, and Chewed Pen. Chewed Pen has a 10% chance to fire a slowing shot. Chance increases with luck. So I have a chance to shoot a slowing shot, which you can see with that black shot there. In here, this is, I believe, Dreamcatcher, which I believe gives you a soul heart and maybe increases the chance for something, but I don't remember. I don't usually take it because I believe that item's only really found in shops. And as you can see, I've been sometimes missing shots, which means I've been doing. It's been resetting my bonus again. Now this is a very interesting room. As you can see to my right here, there is a bomb in that rock. That means it will explode when it explodes from one of my rocks. It will explode and hit more stuff, like that. Now, I'm hoping for another bomb so I can place it here, get to this chest, and get this tinted rock. But I'm not guaranteed to do that. It's actually quite unlikely. And here we're up against Gemini again. Gemini is a very easy boss, because he just runs at you like this and with reckless abandon. But as you can see, this is what I wanted to show this last run, but we killed too quickly with them fighting each other. If you kill the big guy before the small guy comes chasing after you. Now this is Glass Eye. It's a damage up and a luck up, so quite good item. It also increases our base damage, which means Deadeye will go up to dealing more damage. Excuse me. Now, I think I'm gonna try and with me having 8 cents on basement 1, I'm gonna see if I can save up to the 55 coins that we need to unlock Cain. So that's gonna be the goal for this run. I can also do some other goals, being maybe getting hearts if it's in the cards, or getting soul hearts or other items. This is a red chest. Red chests either give you flies like this, or they'll give you bombs. They can give devil deal items sometimes, but a lot of the times they will give you troll bombs or some negative effect. This is one of the 7 deadly sins, being gluttony, and he gives minus sign 3, which of course makes a heart, and it is +1 health, but also heals all red hearts, which is very cool. As you can see in that fight, he shot a brimstone laser. He can also shoot tears in all the directions. And in case you're wondering, there is a boss for each sin, with each of them having different abilities that relate to different abilities and forms that relate to their respective sin. My favorite is probably I do like the form of gluttony. I like fighting Pride. Is probably my favorite one to fight. So here, I don't know if I'm gonna take this. So this, you know what? Screw it. For the sake of teaching all of you, I'm gonna take it. But this is Eyesore. More eyes. As I shoot, it will launch tears in other directions. It is negative synergy with our Deadeye, but it can be useful. And here we have Duke of Flies, another easy boss that spawns flies. And we have a Devil Deal. And Jesus Juice. Jesus Juice is a damage and range up. Anything else? I don't think so. But yeah, just a damage and range up. And as you can see, it's either from Boss Room or Angel Rooms. Now, because we did Devil Rooms last time, I'm not even gonna look in this room as to show y'all the Angel Rooms. And so we'll drop down and go to this next floor, and hopefully I can show you this floor. As you can see, it is only a 33.8% chance to find an Angel Room, so not a full chance to find one. It will then go up to a 66.3% chance, I think, next floor, and then up to 100% chance if I still don't have one. This is another challenge room, but this one is only if you're at full health, and it will spawn 3 waves of regular enemies. but it does not have a guaranteed item. It just has chests. Well, we'll run it here, just to show y'all. And it can be a little risky, but we cleared it. And here we get a bunch of flies and some pills. Pills have a number of different effects they can do. Hematemesis drops hearts. That's really good to use when you're on like 1 heart, because it won't drop you below that, but it will always drop at least a heart. I believe it, Hematemesis consumes all your hearts, and then down to 1 heart, and then gives you between, I think, 2 and 5 hearts, or something like that.
Infested.
Infested spawns friendly spiders. It will spawn more and break all the poops in the room if you're in a room with poops. And luck down. -1 to my luck. Which is unfortunate, but flies and what's it called? And spiders do I believe 2 times your base damage, but it's basically like a sacrifice. They will go away. They throw themselves into the enemy and die. As you can see there, we got hit. So if you look in the bottom left, our angel chance dropped from 33.8 down to 9. So big decrease. And if you get hit in a boss fight, it decreases even more down to 1%. So you really don't want to get hit. But sometimes it is unavoidable. There was totally avoidable. I'm just bad. In here, we get our first activated item with the Anarchist Cookbook. This gives 1 towards Bookworm. Bookworm doubles the tiers you shoot sometimes. And this summons 6 randomly placed troll bombs. So I've been mentioning troll bombs out all through this video, and I can show you here. These are troll bombs. They're regular bombs, but they're exploding immediately. And here is a bomb beggar. We can give him bombs, and he will give us items. Now, normally I probably would go and try and get that beggar to pay out. But because I'm going for 55 coins, we're not going to do that this time. For the same reason, I will not be going into the shop. I will be saving my keys if I had them. But of course I don't have them, because I spent them on the shop room, on the treasure room. Now here, we're here. Normally I would go back to that path up, but because I'm pretty sure it's going to be just another combat room, and then the shop, I am not going to go over there. We're just going to fight Mega Fatty. Mega Fatty will jump on you like that, and as you can see, decreased my my angel chance down to a 0.2. He also will suck you towards you like this and fire out his lunch. Well, we did not get our angel deal. Hopefully next floor. But here we get growth hormones, which is a speed and damage up. It also gives us one towards Spud, which is all of the syringe-looking ones give Spud. I do not remember the overall effect of Spud, but it's pretty good. And usually the syringes are, with exception of like 2, which are kind of just okay, are all really good. And so now we'll drop down to the next floor. And we are on Caves 2. Eventually we will unlock alternate versions of these floors. So, for example, I believe Caves has flooded caves. And so it's different enemies are more common, and just kind of changes things up a bit. Now this is an arcade room. We will not go into the arcade room because we don't want to spend the money, but there are a number of things you can find in the arcade room. Including a blood donation machine, a gambling thing. If we find some more hearts, we will go in, so I can use the blood donation machine and show you one of the other things that spawns in there. More money. So these guys are a little annoying. They delay. Oh, I got hit. That's unfortunate. This is no. Never again. It prevents you from getting active items. I don't really want that because Anarchist Cookbook, while chaotic, is not good. It is a very, very dangerous, because you can hurt yourself with your own bombs. Alright, and here we have Shard of Glass. Shard of Glass, 25% chance to spawn a red heart when taking damage. Taking damage will make Isaac gush blood tears. Every 20 seconds while bleeding, lose half a red heart. Running out of red hearts or healing red hearts will stop the bleeding. So this is a very dangerous item for us at our 1 heart health. It does give us the chance to spawn hearts, but it is pretty rare to do that. Basically, if we had more health, it would be much more tempting to do. But now It did not start because I think it has a feature where it doesn't kill us, which is very nice. So that's, and I killed myself. Well, that was another run. We'll do one more run and then finish up the video. And I have been doing all this in hard mode. Normal mode is a great way to start out. I have played this game enough that I am confident in doing hard mode. And hard mode gives a few more unlocks when you complete a run. If you see in the left-hand side, there is a little note sheet. That tells you what you have completed for the character. So if I go back out and go over to my main file here, you can see it is all colored in. And each one of those checks, including the red around the edge, is a check. Basically, a boss you've beaten. As you can see, let me see if I have one that on Cain here, in the upper left of that note is one that's not circled in red, but it is circled in red here. That is completing on hard mode, or in this case for that specific check, greedier mode. Which we'll have another video all doing stuff for greed mode. It's a lot of fun. It's a different take on the game, but each check is a different boss, and we will discover what those are in the future. But we're just gonna hop into another run with Isaac. Where this is Sloth. Sloth summons these little grubs and sends exploding guys. This is the one I least understand how this represents Sloth. All the others kind of make sense why they represent their respective sin. Sloth, I don't understand. Retrovision. As you can see, this isn't just your YouTube screen. This is the actual play screen. And also, the Fool. The Fool teleports you to the starting room of the current floor, so it would teleport you back here. And so we have to shoot through with worse graphics for a little bit. This effect will fade, as you can see there. Holy cow. Okay, this is an insane item. This is Pyromaniac. Pyromaniac gives you 5 bombs, immunity to fires and explosions, and getting hit with an explosion heals half a heart. Really, really good. It is one of the few items in the game that is considered a tier 4 item. Tier 4 items are usually, if you get this, you will win the game. Now this one doesn't exactly win us the game. It doesn't, doesn't do anything on its own. But it is super good, because it means those troll bombs we find before, that's a free heal. As you can see, we can walk in this fire and take no damage. So it makes rooms so much safer. And you can see here, I'm going to put this against this wall, just open this up quick, and I heal a heart. Crazy. Now, this item here is an active item. We need to go deeper. It is a 6-room charge, and it skips the floor. Creates a trapdoor to the next floor, or to a crawl space. Now, cool thing I learned here. Let's see if I can get it to work. If I stand on top of this, being a little thing on the floor, I can press this, and it is always a crawl space. So if I were to do it on top of this worm, maybe on top of this, I'm not really sure, but anything that's like on the floor that's not necessarily on every tile. So these grasses, these drawings will always, if you open a trapdoor on them, will always summon a crawl space, which is awesome. Oh wow. So this is Clicker. We're not going to use Clicker, but it transforms the current character into another character chosen at random. And activating has a 50% chance to remove the most recently collected passive item. We're not going to use this. But you can also see down here this machine. We're gonna do that here. Basically, what this machine does is it re-rolls any items in the current room. You can normally put. I'm realizing it's covered up by my icon here. Let me shrink myself and put myself here. This right here. I blew it up already. But basically, normally you put coins in it, and you normally like 2, 3, maybe up to 5 coins re-rolls the items in the room. I just bombed it, which automatically re-rolls the item in the room, but you can't use it again. Here I got Dead Onion, minus 1.5 range, minus 0.4 shot speed, plus 0.2 tear size, piercing tears, and spectral tears. Piercing tears, as you can see, my tears are very slow, but they now go over these rocks, and they will go through enemies, so they can damage multiple enemies with the same shot. Very good, and is worth the stat downs that it gave me. Oh shit, I did not see it. That genuinely scared me. As you can see, this one has a fly around him that normally would protect him from shots, but because we have piercing, it does not. And is slightly yellow, or slightly white. Means he's an elite. He does spawn that after death, and it basically is a little bit more annoying. Now, I could have been getting hit by those green explosions. Because they're an explosion effect, they would have healed me instead of hurting me. Now this boss is easy. One of the hardest things about this boss is he summons flies, and then you have to shoot through all the flies before you can damage him. But because we have piercing tears, it does not matter. We tear through him. And we get Caffeine Pill. Is a size down, but a 0.3 speed increase. And also spawns a random pill. And as you can see, our eyes are a little bit jittery, and we're a little bit thinner. Each item in this game has some sort of visual effect on Isaac. So, Caffeine Pill's doing this. Dead Onion, I believe, gives us like some sort of odor. Pyromaniac gave us a like burnt head. So they all have their own things, but they'll override each other visually. And there is a place in the there's an item, a thing that can spawn in rooms that I believe is a mirror and allows you to change what your character looks like through the number of different options that you have. So it would allow me to, maybe it keeps the same body, but instead of this normal Isaac head, it would give me the burnt one, like Pyromaniac has. But on to Basement 2. And we starting with 100% Devil Deal chance. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for Devil Deal or Angel Deal this time. There's benefits to both. We didn't get to see Angel Deals last time, but Angel Deals do not take do not take hearts. Oh, wow. Okay. This is Mutant Spider. This gives us quad shot. Gives us a big decrease. You could have seen there on the left, it decreased our tiers by so much, more than half. Gives us once towards Spider Baby, but 4 shots. 4 times the damage. For bosses, this is incredible. You do have to be a little bit worried in rooms like this where you can get overrun. But really, really good. Friendship Necklace. I actually don't know what this one exactly does. Familiars orbit around Isaac. So if we were to have any familiars, such as in our previous run, Ghost Baby or Spectral Baby, they would orbit around Isaac here. So really pretty decent item that I usually don't take. 2 of Hearts. There are card ones that each do a different effect. So the Ace cards each turn all the pickups in the room into that item, whatever it is. So if it was the Ace of Hearts, turns all of them into hearts. 2s double your amount of them. And that's the only 2 levels of cards I can remember right now. But there are hearts, of course, do stuff with your hearts, your HP. I believe diamonds relate to coins. Spades, I believe, are bombs, and clubs are keys. So, all good, but not for us right now. We have plenty of hearts. We have plenty of ways to heal. So yeah. Now we do know the boss is there, but I'm going to wait to go into the boss because I'm going to try and get our flora, our treasure room, because I have not done that yet. Active items. I talked briefly about them, but a little bit more. You can see in the upper left, it is charged again, and I can use it again. See, that one I messed up, probably because of something, but this would drop down the next floor, which I do not want. So here we have both our rooms. Active items. Every time you clear a room, where that's defeat enemies, or if it's a room with no enemies and just you go in locked and you have to go hit buttons or something like that. Each time you clear one of those rooms, it gets a charge. Each active item has a certain number of charges until you can use it again. But here is Seraphim, Sworn Friend. It is a familiar, like our Friendship Necklace likes. Gives 1 to the Seraphim transformation, 1 for the conjoined transformation, and it says, following familiar that fires slow homing tears. Seraphim transformation is a transformation having to deal with angel items, much like Leviathan. It has to do with devil deal items, and conjoined is one that has to do with familiars, and is not always good, but is one of the more common ones to get because of how many familiars there are in the game. And so we're gonna go and fight Larry Jr. So now, Larry Jr. is an interesting fight because depending on which Larry Jr. room you get, there's 3 different ways you can fight Larry Jr. This, we had 4 super small ones. You can also have 2 larger ones. Or you can have 1 super large one. It all depends on your room layout and how it spawns. Consolation prize, it's okay. It gives a bonus to your lowest stat and a pickup that you have the least of. So because proportionally for how much you use and spend of the stats, I had the least amount of coins. It dropped 3 coins for me. If I had, say, probably 5 coins, 4 bombs and 1 key like I do now, it might have dropped a key for me to use. But here we're gonna drop down the next floor. We're not gonna look at this because we got the Seraphim. We're going to try and get the Seraphim transformation, which would be really cool. Seraphim transformation, I know at bare minimum gives you flight, which is rare, which is very good. Flight is one of the most powerful effects in the game. And now we get to see a really cool room. This is a bookshop, library. I don't remember the official name for it, but basically it's a it always has books. It only has books. So Book of Shadows, temporary invincible. So I can use this and I become invincible for a little bit of time. This, the Bible, gives temporary flight, which is really cool. I am going to keep this and get 1 more charge for this floor, and then I'm going to pick up the Bible. And if we get down to the final boss, I will show you a neat little trick in the game, which has lore implications, which normally you don't figure out until you learn about the lore. But because of my previous knowledge in the game, I'm going to show it to you guys because I have it, and I don't want to luck to try and find it again. If you have any questions about this game, why I've done certain things and whatnot, feel free to ask them in the comments. I'd love to answer questions about this game that I really enjoy. There are a lot of other YouTubers that play this game. I do recommend them. They definitely have more knowledge than I do in the game. A lot more hours put in the game. But I appreciate you watching my video. Alright, and so we can go in here, but we cannot start this because we don't have keys to do that. Let's see if I can find a... Here we are. Mushrooms. There we are. And see, sometimes they can have enemies, like here. And we've got Robo Baby. Robo Baby, another familiar. This one gives another thing to conjoint. And is a familiar that fires lasers. So if we see here, fires lasers. Lasers pierce through enemies. Let me see, what's our... Oh, also, Bible also gives one to the Seraphim transformation, which is really good. And the Bookworm transformation, which I don't know if I ever went over the big Bookworm, but it's a one gotten from books. I think I did mention it in the last run. But yeah, we are feeling pretty good in this one. I gotta be honest. I'm liking this this run. And now we've gotten a key, we can go down and get into our treasure room. And we have Ghost Baby, which gives us Conjoined. Conjoined, as you can see here, gives us 2 other faces on our face, and they fire out in 2 extra directions. Not super great for this, but for things like there's an item that gives us the laser, like our Robo Baby has, and it's good for that. If we had a faster fire rate, it would be really good, but we do not. So yeah, we're gonna go on and fight this boss. And we have another tinted rock here, which I'll put here. And of course, it's a chest I can't open. This stone statue in the middle of the room will continue to fire at me until I finish the room. It's annoying, but... Oh, damn it. That's a rough room, because they just keep moving, and if you don't kill them in time, they will run into you and hurt you. So, because we got a key, we're gonna come back here, grab this, and we have a bunch of money, so let's go in here. So, as you saw there, I should have waited. It had a red title, and that means it's on sale. On sale is it is half rounded. Actually, I realize it doesn't specifically round in a specific direction. Bombs and keys always cost 5, but if they're on sale, they cost 3. Items always cost 15, but if they're on sale, they cost 7. It's weird, but that's how it is. This is card reading, a link to your future. This is a really good item. It spawns 2 portals at the beginning of each floor, and they're color-coded based on which room they lead to. And you can basically choose one of them to go into, and you go to whatever room that is. And so, we'll see on its next floor here, how it will probably give us, I don't know, the boss room and a secret room. Boss rooms are always red, treasure rooms are yellow, secret rooms are blue, and shop rooms, I don't know if I've ever gotten a shop room from that. But of course I got hit again. This is Pete. This is a really annoying boss. Not the most annoying boss. I think the most annoying boss in the game is a Pete variant, though. Which I hope it is a long time until we see the Pete variant. But Stem Cell is a HP up and shot speed up. So, good. Also, getting the soul heart's really good, allows us to survive a little bit better and not have have a higher chance for angel deals. So here, we've got a shop or secret room. I'm gonna take the shop because I don't have keys and I want the shop. And of course, I have to bomb. So this, you can bomb into it or take the 1 damage. Little Monstro. Little Monstro is a familiar on your side that charges up and fires a big blast. Is a relation to a character we have not seen, to a boss we have not seen yet, sharing the name Monstro. It's kind of surprising we haven't seen Monstro. I think it was our first run that we got Monstros 2. So, surprising we haven't seen it. He spawns on one of the first 2 floors. Here is Safety Scissors. Defuses troll bombs and converts them into regular bombs. Because of how many familiars we have, we're going to keep the Friendship Necklace. But this is a really good one because it allows for infinite bombs at Bomb Beggars. Because if Bomb Beggars take damage, if Bomb Beggars take, if you try to explode them with a bomb, they release a bunch of bombs, a bunch of troll bombs, because they're angry at you, trying to blow them up. But if you have that, you defuse them and you get more bombs, which then you can redo the cycle. It's quite good. I rarely get to do it. I don't see the diffuser much in my normal game. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff just laying around, which we can get because we can fly. So I'm gonna use that in here. So Hermit brings us to the shop, which is good. I'm gonna drop it on the ground over here, so that I can pick this up and don't have to fly to this. We're gonna go to the shop. Here we've got reroll. This every future pickup in a shop gets re-rolled. So, but at a higher price. So if I were to pick up this, and then pick up this bomb, I would get the bomb, but it would be selling for like 6 cents or 7 cents. I don't know exactly how much. But yeah, here's the boss. We are on Caves 2. I think I am gonna go in here and try and take him out. Because I want to avoid taking as much damage as I can. Like that. But because I have these soul hearts, it gives me a little bit of protection against that. And I've unlocked Little Chub. And we get Roid Rage. Roid Rage is a speed and range up, and also one towards Spud, which we saw last fight, last run. Now I'm gonna see if I can get the stuff on this floor to get into there. I can totally go into these. Those are batteries. They refill active items. So the battery that was right there that I was just pointing at is a full recharge. The one down here, which is a little bit smaller, is a small battery and is basically a half recharge. Now we can do a few things here. I'm gonna pick up this. We can see if any of these rooms could have devil deals. Not devil deals. Secret rooms. What am I talking about? Devil deals. So right now this one could be, but so far this one could also be. So we're gonna try right here. It is not there, which leads me to believe it is in this room up here, right here, which it is. And we get a bunch of pills.
Yes, something's wrong. Friends till the end.
So Bad Gas, as you saw, did a fart. Something's Wrong spilled that pool of blacky ink. And then Friends to the End spawned these little blue spiders that are around me. So, all really just okay pills. Now, because of... let's see. Does it allow me to go down this way? It does! So I can cheat my way into this room without having to do fight. And we will, just to show y'all. Oh. And they disappeared because it is Pin. Pin and these enemies here. Hold up. Is this my run with... Yes, this is my run with Pyro. Huh. That... I did not have to be worrying about the flames on, there we go. That's, nice and simple. That's, a boss room. And as a reward from that boss room, we got Mom's Lipstick, which is part of the Yes Mother line. Yes Mother transformation. Gives us range and, a red heart. But as you saw, it did not give us a red heart. It dropped us a, soul heart. So how soul hearts work is they have a chance to drop and basically replace a red heart. And so there are items that increase that chance too. And so we're on to the next floor. First time on floor 5, which I believe is Catacombs 1. Depths 1, okay. So, because we have a bunch of keys, I am going to go into the secret room. It is a bad secret room, because I need bombs to get to any of this. And because they're spiky rocks, I cannot just fly over those. It will hurt me if I try and go over them. I can successfully go over them, it will just hurt me. As you've probably noticed through us playing, there are a few different sized rooms. This one's big, these ones are normal. There are long rooms, which I believe there is a long room to the left there. And there's also L-shaped rooms, which can be shaped in any orientation. And I believe those are all different rooms. Each of them has different things that can spawn in the rooms. So this is one spawn versus this is another spawn. Those change based on what floor you are. Also changes what enemies can spawn. We can start to see, I don't know if I can get certain ones yet, But there's ones that we'll start to see and are pretty recognizable. For example, there's one with a big poop guy, not the boss, but another one, that when they're trapped behind spikes, and so it's a pretty recognizable room that I actually see quite often. So this is a room that you have to be careful in, because if you get, I think, either too close or kind of just in front of these guys, that's why I was kind of going in from corner, they will slide towards you. And that's why I did this one last, because it's hard to get out of the way. Here we have Mom's Razor, another mom item. We got Buddy in a box. It's another thing in the Yes Mother transformation. And it's an orbital that blocks enemy shots, dealing contact damage, and applies bleed effect to enemies. Bleeding enemies take damage over time based on their movement speed and leave trails of damaging red creep. As you can see, it's a little bit closer to me than my familiars are following. So it is unlikely that I will bleed someone, and I'm not going to go out of my way to do so, because it's needlessly risky. Here we can go into the shop here. We've got a battery and hearts. I will probably not buy either of those. Here we're on Depths 1. This is a Temperance card. Temperance card. Squad's blood donation machines. They're really cool. I am going to go in and fight the Gate. A really kind of scary boss, because it spawns these things, which they jump around and shoot damage in the 4 cardinal directions. Which it's just really easy for them to damage you. Now, we have an angel deal. As you can see, a little bit nicer. It just offers the item here. If there's multiple items, you can only take one. This one's active forgiveness, active contrition, plus 0.42 tears, an eternal heart, and allows angel rooms to appear even when a devil deal has been taken on the current run. Deal chance reduction is decreased. As you can see in the bottom left, we have equal chance to get angel and devil deals. That is normal. When you take angel deals don't lock you out of devil deals like devil deals do out of angel deals. But this specific item we just grabbed gives us the chance for either, which is really cool. Another cool thing that we can't do now because we don't have the bombs, but you can actually bomb the angel statue and it starts a fight, and that is important later on. Now here, I'm gonna take some damage, get some coins. As you can see, it did not take my Eternal Heart. That is specifically from the blood donation machine, that it won't take it. Normally, it will, when you take damage, it takes it and doesn't give it back, and you lost it. I will pick this up just to show y'all. 9 volts. It automatically restores 1 charge of an active item used, Items with a 1-room charge become an automatic timed recharge, and fully charges my active item on pickup. Really cool. We're gonna throw coins in here. One more, got Blue Map, which is a shop item that reveals where secret rooms are. Let me see if I can find one more to put there. Now I could go down a floor, but I'm going to explore this floor a little bit. What are we running? Now, cool thing about now these guys are horrifying because they will come jumping at you like this and very scary. But we got through it. I did not show it because I did not get enough coins in that previous run, and I died before. But this is another thing, this slot machine is another thing that can spawn. It spawns in what's it called? The arcade. Now this I'm going to pick up to show you guys, but I'm not going to keep it. It's Monkey's Paw. It spawns a black heart when Isaac is reduced to half a heart. I think this is just better. Actually, we might be able to use that once. Ooh, I'm actually gonna... Mom's Underwear. Unlocks Mom's Contact and the Yes Mother transformation. Gives range and blue flies on pickup. I believe... I don't remember if brown chests can drop items, but gold chests, even if they can, gold chests have a higher chance of dropping items. These guys are a little annoying, but not so much so. They basically just follow the outside of the room. This room's a little annoying because of the spikes. Make it so if you don't have the damage, you either have to run away from them, or be really good at dodging in with these spike flipping corners. And so I think we're just going to spend some hearts, see if we can make this pay out. Because yes, blood machines do have a way to pay out. There we are. I'm gonna pick this up just to show you guys. This is a portable IV bag. It does the same thing as the blood donation machine, but can spawn up to 3 different kinds of coins. There is also another reward you can get from these. Now that I've got an IV bag, I can't get an IV bag from another one of these again. If I pay out another one and it explodes like this, it will give me something called a blood bag, which is a heart. There's a store upgrade. Oh, and this happened. It got jammed. I'll talk about that in a sec. But if you fight a if you break another blood donation machine, or sometimes it's just a chance. Even if you haven't got the IV bag in a run, it gives you something called a blood bag, which gives you a heart container and heals all your current heart containers. So very good item. I like it more than the IV bag. But Yeah. What we just got here is we jammed the donation machine. It means we cannot put any more money in it, and every donation machine we find in the future will be jammed on this run. And it basically means our money is useless. For donating, at least. It's annoying here because I believe the last reward's at 999 gold donated. We have Magdalene, and we have unlocked the challenge tank, challenge cursed. Oh shit, I've never seen this green one before. I'm guessing that's the shop. So I'm gonna go check it out just because I have never seen it before. Yeah, that's the shop. I don't remember it having the shop included in it before, so that's really cool. But as you can see here, shop, the donation machine is clogged. This is an item called Spider Mod. Not a good item, but it's a fun item. All my homies love Spider Mod. It basically shows how much health enemies have. And makes it a little bit easier.
Down.
What do we have here? The Empress. I will take the Empress. The Empress is a card that, for the current room, you get bonus damage. It is quite good. So these guys are pretty weak. They slowly walk at you, but on defeating them, they have a chance to split into these bony guys, which are very scary. They're fast. They shoot a fast projectile. Just overall really, really scary. Now we're gonna explore this floor just to kind of show you. But I could go into the boss right now that I've found the room. As you can see, I do not have a Devil Deal or Angel Chance on this floor. This is another boss that spawns on floor 1, but because it is floor 6, it is a normal enemy here. So we're gonna do this, heal our heart. Lucky Rock. Lucky Rock is really cool. I think that's just from breaking open a certain amount of rocks. Speed down is not good. But we're gonna do this just for the heal. Oh, and it didn't work. Okay. So we're just going around. I'm gonna try and find the so these are purple flames. They are like the red flames. They shoot at you, but they shoot homing. And they're basically the variant of blue flames. Blue flames are just like are just like normal flames, but they cannot be put out without bombs. You have to use bombs to put them out. Now we do have a stuff here. Now, where is... this is Mom's Pearl. It is a trinket that's... Oh, I haven't resolved getting it. 10% chance, increased chance of finding soul hearts, black hearts, and bone hearts. Bone hearts are something that have not shown up yet, and will not show up for a good amount. It took me several runs, probably close to 100 runs to unlock bone hearts, mainly because I just didn't know how to unlock them. And just learning and getting better at the game. But here we can go and we can get the sad onion. We have dead onion. Now I got the sad onion. He's sad that his Fred's dead. But it gets a 0.3 for tears up. It's really good. Here is an arcade. This gives us charges to our active item. Let me see if I can get him to pay. Yeah, there we go. This guy random shows you something, flips it around, then you choose something. Get it wrong, you have to spawn to fly. If you get it right, you get some items. So a little bit of gambling. Yeah. We're gonna gamble till I run out of money here. And oh, we get to see it there. That was the prize item from it. If you get that, he gives it to you and then leaves. And it's a fly item like giving Beelzebub, and some other stuff. And so we're going to head into this fight. This is our setup. This was a really good run. I'm saying it like this because I know early game, this is the final boss. This is Mom with a heart. So what she does, she stomps down, she summons stuff and pokes out and will slam her band. But a cool thing, which is some lore stuff, if I use the Bible, she's defeated, and I unlock the Halo.
Isaac was cornered. His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I'm told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
And so that's the Binding of Isaac, and also the reason why the Bible insta-kills Mom. Really cool little Easter egg there. The Bible is good for other reasons, as we saw in the run. Thank you to all the people who made this game. But this is not it. There's a lot more in this run. As you saw, there's tons more characters, and there is a ton more bosses and final bosses that are all require different things and stuff we need to unlock. Now I'm gonna let this finish playing, and again, please leave your questions and comments in the comments. Please like and subscribe. And I think this is where we will end it. We've unlocked the Womb, the Purist. We're going to unlock a bunch of challenges here. I won't read all of them out. Each challenge will probably have its own episode, and probably future episodes will only be 1 or 2 rooms. And so we have, but as you can see, even for defeating Mom, there is nothing on the note. But we have also unlocked Magdalene. And so next episode, we will probably play another character, either Magdalene or Azazel, and see if we can go further and find what else this game is hiding. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.